Hello?
Hello, Mr. Hussein, it's Fungai.
Yes, Mr. Fungai, I was not expecting your call.
How are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
Good, good. How is Mr. Talib?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'm just ringing because we still have money that we were meant to have delivered to you. I know.
Hello? Hello? Hello, it just broke up. Can you just say that again, please? Because the line just broke up.
Right. I'm just ringing because you know the money that we previously tried to return to give Talib.
Yes?
We still have it on site, and I'm conscious that he doesn't have any money now. We were thinking, do we send it back to receivership, or you would like that money to be forwarded to come to Talib?
Can you tell me? Can you tell me how much money you've accumulated?
I think it's off my head. I think it's just under £500.
Yeah, well, that's not acceptable, isn't it? Like, obviously, it's not £500 that he's owed. He's obviously owed a lot more, considering that you haven't delivered any money to him since February.
Yeah, I'm just conscious of the money that's here. What I'm asking you, do you want us to drop that off for you or get it to you, or we just give it back to receivership?
Well, obviously, you've caught me out of the blue. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask Talib what he wants to do with the matter.
Right.
So obviously, I'll have to consult with him to what he wants, because obviously he has previously stated to you that he does not want the money and it should be given to me. I need to.
If you ask him and let me know, then I'll be able to.
Okay. Now.
Act either way.
Okay, that's fair enough. So you're still holding on to £500. Can I ask, what does the £500 cover? What time period?
You know, the money, because we were trying to deliver money from when you moved, I think it was Feb.
All right, so this 500...
And then we put a stop to the money coming to Autumn Park because we didn't want to accumulate more money here on site. When you had said you didn't want the money.
No, I hadn't said that. Obviously,
no, when obviously Talib had said that, no, look, I don't want the money. So we've held on to the money that we had, and obviously I'm conscious that it needs to be sent back. So I thought I'll ring you just to clarify whether I need to send it back or just try and get it to you.
Okay. Can I put you on hold?
Yeah, all right.
पापा ओ पापा ओ ने तो फोन किता आने पैसे 500 पाउंड तारा ध्यान जा वापस करी छटा जेड़ा ओ संजीव और हां ठीक है हां I've asked him the question, and he gives it, I'm going to leave that decision up to yourself. So he's putting the decision back onto me, and considering it's only £500, we don't want the £500. We never wanted the £500 until we resolve this issue. So kindly send it back to the receivership.
All right. So you don't want that. You want the whole amount that he's entitled to.
Obviously, yes. I mean, this issue is, as you are aware, this issue is in court. And we need to have a resolution one way or another. He doesn't want the money. I've just asked him right now, and he said that's your decision. And obviously, I don't feel confident in £500. That's just like peanuts. He's owed into tens of thousands of pounds that have been accumulating. And I think it would be unfair and unjust for us to take only a pittance of £500. So please kindly return that money with and inform them what Talib's decision is and what my decision is.
Okay, that's fine. I will do that.
Okay, so since I've got you on the line, can I just ask one further question? As far as Talib is concerned now regarding the city mental health team, he's been discharged and there's no further involvement from yourself, is that correct?
He's been discharged from the health side, but obviously the local authority, because I think Bali is the co-worker, she's still involved from the social side.
No,
in terms of his health side, obviously, it's been discharged from the caseload from Dr. Dixon's caseload.
Okay, the question I asked is, the city mental health team, of which you're part of, from
that perspective, because Bali is still here, he has to have an open referral to city, but it's not under the health side. it's for the local authority.
Sir, I think
So it still falls under city, but it's not his health needs, but his social needs.
you know the city mental health team.
Yeah.
Is that operated by the NHS or by the council?
It's a joint partnership, NHS and local authority.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. So he's still under the city because ordinarily, what would happen if he's discharged from the city mental health team? You know, the doctor would write back to the GP, and the GP would then obviously, if we needed a social worker, he would be allocated a social worker. So I'm failing to understand why that process hasn't happened. Dr. Dixon has discharged him. The discharge letter has gone back to his GP, and any social worker would be directly from the council. Why does it need to be a city mental health team social worker?
That's what I'm saying, that his care at the moment, the local council that's managing his care is Bradford.
Yeah.
So obviously Bali works for the local authority.
So
that's why she's still involved representing the local authority.
Yes, but
so once they're discharged from local authority and passed on the care to Oldham, then at that point, I think it's because of the ongoing I think they haven't wrapped up what they need to be doing in terms of their input. Then they'll hand over care to local authority in Oldham, at which point, obviously, a social worker from your locality will be appointed.
No, at this moment in time, there should be. I agree with you. There should be a social worker from Bradford Council. But I'm just trying to, obviously, as you can appreciate, I've been trying to get my brother discharged from the city mental health team. All right, and that team is run and operated by the NHS. There may be other members, like for example, Bali subconded. And my understanding was that they were subconded to the NHS in relation to the city mental health team. So ideally, he should be discharged from the city mental health team, and the local authority are within their rights to allocate Bali as his social worker.
Right.
That's what should happen, isn't it? Because obviously, there's an aspect of liability in it. Who's liable right now? And you're saying, is the city mental health team still liable? Because there needs to be a clear-cut distinction.
Yeah, I'm not quite clued up on the legalities of who should be working with who. I would advise that maybe you speak with the Oldham Council.
No, it's got nothing to do with the Oldham Council, has it?
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the Oldham Council. Because
what I might do is ask Bali to give you a call, and then she can explain.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to proceed, because obviously we don't want anything further to do with Bradford District Care NHS Trust. That trust relationship has now ended. All right, and that, I believe, the city mental health team is part of the Bradford District Care NHS Trust, and only other parties like Vicina Brown and Baljit Nota have been subconded from the council to work alongside yourself, because obviously health and social care work closely together. But the fact that my brother is still under the umbrella of the city mental health team, I don't accept this. He should be discharged from the city mental health team and Bradford District NHS Care Trust, so that relationship has ended, and Bradford Council are within their rights to continue to have Bali as his social worker.
Okay, Mr. Hussain, I'll pass those issues to Bali, and she will make contact with you and discuss them.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, and thanks for calling today.
Right.
And just before you go, Mr. Bali, as I presume this will be the last time we are talking, I just want to say on a personal note that obviously, as you can appreciate, I've gone through some very distressing times, both me and Talib. And if I have been personally flippant to you at times, understand that it's not to you, nothing to do with you personally. It has always been to do with your position and role, and the nefarious agenda that's going on. I hope you can appreciate that on a personal level, that I've never had anything personally against you. It's just the role and position that you've been put into, which has put me into a particular position, which has resulted in me acting in a behavior that obviously I would not have liked to have instigated. I would have liked to have cordial relationships, but obviously there's a nefarious agenda under play, and both me and my brother Talib have quite clearly been victimized and victims to this. And at times, at times you have been fronted to be to issue out those instructions, and you have taken the brunt of my maybe while I've been upset. And I just want to say on a personal note that nothing was personal was meant meant, obviously, as you can appreciate, I'm here to look after my brother's best interest and my own best interest. And as a result of your involvement, we as a family have suffered immensely. My brother Talib has not seen his mother for the last eight months, and that can't be correct. And he's not receiving any of his own benefit money or any, direct payments or public money. And, I'm having to support him. So you can appreciate my position and standing.
Am I taking this is an apology?
This is not an apology. I hope you just understand. All right, because obviously your conduct on a professional basis.
I was just thinking that obviously there are some sort of issues you've thrown at me, and
no, sir. Let me just clarify those. You triggered those. I just wanted to say, on a personal, as a gentleman, on my personal level, that obviously that behavior I consider obviously is not acceptable, but it was in reaction to your behavior, which was all equally not acceptable. You've not apologized, so I'm not apologizing. I'm just trying to end our relationship in a cordial manner. And the fact that you've taken I've sworn at you seriously is the fact that you were trying to trigger me as a professional. You knew exactly what you were doing. So I'm giving you an opportunity to apologize for your conduct and behavior as a paid professional. You should have not acted and behaved in this manner, and you should have realized the stress and undue stress that I was under. But you chose to take an opportunity to take digs at me.
Mr. Hussein, you've recorded everything.
I have.
So if you feel aggrieved with whatever I've said, if it's unprofessional, like I've always said, you've got the right to raise a complaint. So for me, I don't feel I need to apologize for anything.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right, okay.
But we'll end things on a positive. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, no doubt. But I mean, just to say, I did not. My explanation today was not in your professional capacity, because quite clearly you and everybody else has let us down. It was just on a personal note that I want you to know that I didn't take anything personally until the point where you were taking the piss and basically exploiting your position in order to degrade and humiliate me, which resulted in in my outburst. I just wanted to take the opportunity to say those things, only for you to say, are you apologizing, putting me in the wrong? I'm not in the wrong. If anybody's in the wrong, it's you and the council and everybody else who are victimizing vulnerable people. And as you said, I have recorded everything, and one day, God willing, everything will be made public, and we will see if I'm in the wrong, if you're in the wrong. Good day, sir.
I do apologize if you think I've taken the piss.
Are you apologizing now? Are you apologizing?
No, I'm just telling you because you think that. I don't think I've been taking the piss.
So you're not apologizing? You're not apologizing?
I never take the piss. I'm just professional in my attitude.
The particular incident here is when I was in conversation with Dr. Dixon, and I had told you the fact that I am now forced to wipe my brother's ass, all right? And we were in Oldham, and you said, "Oh, would you like further assistance from us?" Knowing the fact that for the last 2 years,
I was offering input because obviously
you were being sarcastic, condescending. All right, you were being sarcastic and condescending. You know the fact that I was upset at this. You know the fact that for the last 2-3 years I was trying to discharge our services. What did you think my reaction was going to be when you asked me that question? Was I going to say, "Oh yes, sir, Mr. Fungai, sir"? All right. Pardon?
I thought you might accept the help.
You thought when we've not even accepted the money. We're not even willing to accept your money, which we're entitled to. And so it's this aspect here that I believe that you're a fraudulent and decrepit individual, where you thought we would accept your help. When did we ever accept your help? We were trying to get away from you, and for you to make such a remark that, offer help, all right? It's a very degrading and humiliating thing you said to me, all right? And you are deserving of the verbal abuse I gave you. In fact, you're deserving of a lot more, all right? But I'm a very calm, collected person. You took an opportunity to basically rub salt in the wounds, all right? And now you're acting, I was offering you help. Why don't you allow me to offer you help? And if you can't get your penis up, I'll come and shag your daughter for you, and your wife for you. Yeah. No, you phrase those things and you antagonize me. Apologize for what you said. Apologize for what you said, what you did, and recognize that what you did was wrong. All right? Don't tell me that you're trying to help me. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you be a husband and a brother to your wife. You fucking idiot. All right? I'm trying to apologize, and is that an apology? What the fuck? I'll come and shag your wife and daughter. Tell me how you feel about it. Then I'm helping you because you can't get your penis up. How do you like that? You're patronizing and condescending, and then you're slamming the phone on me.